compliment yourself on the things you have changed. What are my standards? Like, let's up it. Like, they've been good for the past year. Let's kick it up a notch, shall we? Everything is just perfect. You guys are probably like, girl, what's happening? What is the setup? What's going on? Picture this. It's mid-August. I don't know if you've been seeing it, but for some reason, everybody's on social media talking about summer's over, the end of summer. For me, it doesn't end until mid-September. So we got a good month and change left. So this is the time. This is the time that I'm going to take to completely change my life. Sorry, I said it. It is what it is. I plan on rebranding, reinventing, redoing my entire life within the next month. So as you guys can see, I'm literally mid makeup. So please, I'm gonna finish my makeup and then like we'll actually sit down and chat. But I just wanted to kind of like, you know, let's wet our feet a little bit. Let's get talking about what's actually happening. I'm embarrassed, girl. I'm embarrassed. Lately, the past few weeks, I've been having some experiences. It's literally just been nothing but me realizing that for some odd reason, I don't see myself the way everybody else sees me. And I feel like it's like that for so many of us. But luckily in my case, I've been getting a lot of information that has been showing me, like, sometimes I put myself in circumstances or I bring myself down to certain levels that, babe, I'm just not on. I'm just not on anymore. Like, you know, so I feel as though this next month is the perfect time to get started rebranding, reinventing myself into the woman that I am. Like, it's not even that I'm going to be, that I want to be. It's who I am. I just need to accept it, and I just need to, like, you know, lean into it more and just get more into it. Like, I wrote down the 3 steps that I'm really gonna do, but guys, nothing gives when I look like this. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do my makeup, listen to my music, get cute, get hype, come right back, and we'll sit down and we'll talk.
When I was broke, niggas wasn't plugging me. You more less people to worry about. How you going on drugs I ain't heard about? I just want you niggas to know that I got the blues. I'm the beat, man. Yeah.
Okay guys, so we are all dressed and ready to get into the rebranding, and you know, it's a new me, and I just have to step into it. We all have to step into it. It's that time, it's that season. Okay, the seasons are changing. Once the seasons start changing, so does in here, okay? And I start thinking of different ways to be a better version of myself, which I always am doing. I feel like this is the perfect time to really, you know, just get into it. So let's do just that. Categorized our reinventing ourselves into 3 different categories or steps. How we look, think, and act. Those are the 3 things that I feel like makes up a person. Like, literally how I look, how I think, and how I behave. I wanted to break down each category and really see which ways I can improve each vibe, okay? How I look, how I think, and how I act. Bruh. So let's start off. I wrote everything down, of course. So let's start off with the most exciting step, which is look. I mean, I'm sorry, the way I look, I don't know why as I've gotten older, because maybe I care more, I don't know, but the way I look has had such a major effect on my mental health, on my emotional health, how I move, how I act throughout my day. If I spend consecutive days like at home looking like a literal bum, I will feel like my world is ending. I don't know how the 2 correlate, but they do for some odd reason. First things first is I always say that I, you know, am trying to change the way I dress. You guys know, if you watch the hauls, you'll know. I'm always talking about leveling up my wardrobe, this, that, and the third, but we need to do it more. And I feel like since I've been saying it, there has been a lot of progress. As you guys know, I'm gonna say it one time so that I don't have to keep referring back to it, but Pinterest, okay? Even Like just seeing people's outfits like out and about, I'm noticing that I'm gravitating towards a different type of style. I feel like I still dress with like a really youthful vibe, and I kind of want to change that in this season, in this rebranding. So I'm definitely going through and saving a whole bunch of different looks and really making sure that I start buying the pieces or even using what I have already to put together different outfits to look the way I want to look, to dress the way that I want to dress. I also want to get into my upkeep and my maintenance. You guys don't see me every day, okay? But you guys may think this girl keeps up herself. Yeah, I feel like if you watch the vlogs, then you'll know. But I think I do well, but I can do better. Like, I am one of those girls that needs to get their eyebrows done. I wish I was somebody that could do it at home. I wish I was somebody that really didn't need to always go every 2 weeks to get their eyebrows done. But once they start growing, it's just uncontrollable, and it really does change the way my face looks. I also want to put more money into, and just more time and effort as well, into taking the time to get my nails done, taking the time to get my toes done, and just keeping up myself well. I feel like I do a good job now, but I really want to improve, because when I do keep up myself, I am like fulfilled. Everything is just perfect. Which is that shallow? Hey, shallow me is then. I'm sorry. I also really want to reinvent and rebrand in terms of the way things that I own look. For example, if somebody is to come to my house and come to my room, they're seeing my room before they see me. So my room is like a representation of me. Or this goes if you have like a car, a house, like anything that can represent you. I always want my things and my belongings and my environment to represent me well. And I feel like this is something I never took into consideration when I was younger. So now I've been talking about redoing my room for months, and I haven't gotten to it, guys. I really haven't even started, because life has just been a lot. That's just for you if you have a car, if you have a house, an apartment, just things that you own. All your items and your things, keep them well. Keep them neat and tidy and how you want them to look. Everything kind of is a representation of you, and it all adds to the brand that is you. So the next category is how we think, and I've done such a good job. And it's always good when you are having your like rebranding sessions with yourself or your check-in sessions. Always compliment yourself on the things you have changed, and always compliment yourselves on the areas in which you did grow. I must say for myself, I've done such a good job of always keeping my mental space happy and keeping it positive as much as I can. I've definitely improved as I gotten older, as I've learned new tips and tricks and read more books and watched more interviews. I've learned a lot on how to keep my mind a happier place. I want to take a different route, and I want to think more highly of myself. Like, I feel like I do, but we can always think more. We can always be more. We can always want more for ourselves. And I feel like sometimes I can really downplay myself, doubt myself, and, be overly humble. We not doing that no more. Sorry. I really am going to spend this time creating a new way of thinking. When it comes to my values, boundaries, standards for myself, and this is standards when it comes to relationships, friendships, work standards, like it's literally time to up. I want to rebrand myself as somebody who values herself highly, even if it's over, even if it's too much, even if I would rather it be I overvalue myself than undervalue. I'm really gonna start taking the time to see in those three categories, like my relationships, like friendships, relationships, and there are what relationship? Friendships, and yeah, and just myself. Like, what are my standards? Like, let's up it. Like, they've been good for the past year, let's kick it up a notch, shall we? We shall. So to make this more general, if you're leveling up, it's better to have a mindset of abundance. It's better to always have the opposite of a scarcity mindset. So I want to kind of ingrain that in myself more, because I realize that sometimes I can operate from a place of imagined lack, because it's literally like imagined. There's so many tools out there to help you gain like an abundant mindset, and I really want to take the time in this new level up season to really get into that abundance mindset, because it's just a nicer side of life. It's just better and easier and happier to live your life knowing that it's abundant, because it is, and it's just so easy to forget it sometimes. So that's definitely on the top of my think and feel kind of category. Overall, you are gonna just spend a lot of time internally. You're spending a lot of time in your head, especially if you're emotional, spiritual person like myself. So let's try in this new phase of creating a better version of ourselves. Let's try and make our minds as good as we can, as positive as we can. So take note of all the ways in which you can improve your mindset, and let's work on it, girl. Last but not least, how do we act? That is the area that, you know, I need a lot of improvement. I won't even lie. A few categories that I listed for act is: how do you spend your time? Increase the acts of self-love, or more acts of love to yourself. How do you want to show up for your friends and family? Mannerisms and my femininity. There are times when I am heavy on my self-care and acts of self-love towards myself. I feel like there's always more things we can do to show up for ourselves physically, like making the extra effort to keep up with my maintenance and how I look and all of that type of stuff. I did kind of fall off the gym a little bit, but you know, I've been eating okay. Do more physical acts of love for myself. I also need to really ask myself, like, what does this new version of myself spend her time doing, is what I need to get into, because a lot of the times if I'm not filming, if I'm not out, I'm just literally doing nothing. Like, I live a boring life, and the girl that I am, the actual woman that I truly am, she doesn't do nothing that often. She does when she wants to, but a lot of the times she can go outside and do things as well. I need to tap into that. I need to lean into that and like just go out more, do more stuff, and it gives me more reason to dress up, to look good, to feel good. So I really want to start just doing more with my life. Like, that's kind of the number one thing that I really want to rebrand. Like, Bree, we need to do more. I literally love the way I show up for my friends and family now. Mannerisms and femininity. I recently have started getting into learning more about being more of a feminine woman, and honestly, I want to get more into it. I want to get deeper into the feminine energy. I want to get deeper into how I carry myself when I'm out, how I move, how I talk, how I speak, how I express myself, how I carry myself all together as a young woman. To help me with that, I'm definitely, you know, watching videos of people that I look up to. People that I look up to, women that I feel like have the mannerisms that I want to have. I kind of just like learn more about it and, you know, just practice it in my everyday life, start moving differently and carrying myself in a better way. Okay guys, that is basically it for today's video. Y'all see, I even changed up the color for today because we're in a season of rebranding, in a season of reinventing. Like, not every day same old, same old. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We got ready together and just enjoyed life. So I hope this video helped you guys. It was pretty kind of personal and like sharing how I plan to rebrand and reinvent myself, and I hope some of the things that I've shared with you guys helps you in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Love you.